Hi guys, it's Sam here again with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I am bringing you a comparison video about different bags that people often compare to the Hermes Birkin. And so these are bags that are like Birkin lookalikes, but from higher end designer brands. And also, to be clear, they are not copies, they're not meant to be replicas, they're just what people often say is like the Birkin version for a certain brand. So first, let's start out with one. Sorry, my little dog she's literally right here. Do you want to say hi? She says hello. Okay, she's apparently gonna sit in my lap as I do this. But the first is going to be one that is often compared to the Birkin. And I saw it a lot, especially when it first came out. There's a lot of chatter that this, design house had basically copied the Birkin. And I think that there are only so many shapes that a bag can be, and so there's often going to be bags that are reminiscent of other bags, and I don't really see anything wrong with that. And I think, people have their reasons for why they like the Birkin and the reasons for why they like other bags. So the first bag is the Saint Laurent Sac Dior. This is the small size, which is crazy because it's pretty big. I know at one point they did make a medium and a large. I'm not sure if they still make both of those. This bag, brand new, is $2,980. So it is pretty pricey, brand new, but again, nothing compared to the cost of the Birkin. I did not buy this brand new. I bought this in excellent condition from The RealReal, and I think it was about $1,000 with tax and shipping. And I decided to go with the more bright colors. You guys can see this is like an electric blue. Even though it's such a bright color, I often wear denim and white, and so it kind of adds a nice pop of color to a lot of the outfits I wear. Why it is similar to a Birkin, there's a couple reasons. So first, it's obviously dual handle. Unlike the Birkin, it does have what I would say is more of a shoulder strap than a crossbody strap. It is not adjustable, as you guys can see. Not at all adjustable, but that's why I would say it's much more of a shoulder strap. Plus, this is such a big bag, I couldn't imagine you'd want to wear it crossbody. It also has these little tabs, which are very reminiscent of the Birkin, and it does have a little key bell, except this is actually not keys in here, this is a lock in here, and the keys are in the bag. One, I would say, big difference is the Birkin is kind of just an open sack, and this does actually have a divider. As you guys can see right there, it's a zippered divider. There's also a zippered back pocket in the back. And in the front, it's really hard to see, but there are two big bag slip pockets. And I do not have my keys attached to it, but there is a little spot to attach the key to. I just have the keys in the zippered pocket. So I do love this bag. It is smooth leather, which has made it lose its shape a little bit on the back, as you guys can see right there. But since I didn't buy it brand new and it literally is in like new condition, I would highly recommend. I think it is very Birkin-esque, but honestly, when I see this bag, I don't think Birkin, I just think Saint Laurent. And I think they've done a really good job of that. There's so many sizes. So this is, again, the small. There's two smaller. There is the baby and there is the nano. So the nano is the smallest, and then the baby is the middle size, the small, and then what I believe has been discontinued is the medium and large, but you can still find on the pre-loved market. So my second bag is actually a much more reasonable bag, and it reminds me again of the Birkin, and I'll explain why for various reasons, but it is a brand that I think is often overlooked as it is a contemporary brand. So it's weirdly not like, a Kate Spade, Tory Burch brand, but it is not, a Saint Laurent, Dior, Louis Vuitton brand. I would say it's more of Philip Lim or an Alexander Wang, especially the price point, or a Monsieur Gabriel bag, and so I like that it is much more reasonable, but the leather on it is amazing. So that is this MCM Mila bag, and this is in the medium size, so it does come in a smaller mini size, which is really cute. It's much more of a crossbody. This bag, again, has like a key bell. This actually in here, you guys can see it, is a mirror, which is kind of weird, but it's a cute accessory to the bag. This bag is amazing leather. It smells amazing. It's so well made, and it goes on sale. So I purchased this from Nordstrom's. It was 40% off, and as you guys can see, it's a beautiful like pearl gray color. So I was shocked to see that this color was on sale. It is, again, a top handle, but it does have a strap. And this strap again is not adjustable, but it's a little different than the Saint Laurent strap, as it is a leather end cloth strap, which I think makes it a little more comfortable, and it's also thicker. So this strap can obviously be worn on or taken off. You can't even actually really see where it attaches because it is so disguised. So there are actually little D-rings. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. There's one right there. I don't know if you can see that guy. They're like so well blended into the handle that it's basically impossible to see. The nice thing about this bag is it can fully close. So if you guys see right there, like there's no way anyone's getting in there. That is fully closed, unlike a lot of these other totes that do not do that. It is a magnetic closure, and it opens up so that you have 2 pockets in the back, 1 zippered middle pocket, and 2 pockets in the front. So it's actually really spacious, and I really like that. I think it's, again, for the price point, it's amazing. I also like that, in a little honor to their monogram, this inside slip pocket, which I don't know if you're gonna be able to see just because this bag is too big. Yeah, you can see it right there, is actually their canvas and their monogram. I personally am not a big fan of their monogram. I think it's a little too much for me, but I love that they snuck it into the inside bag of this pocket. Again, this is beautiful leather. It's pebbled. Focus on that. It's beautiful. And again, that you can get it on sale is amazing. So this is probably the most reasonable Birkin lookalike that I'm gonna show you guys in this video. Actually, it is definitely. So if you're buying it full retail, it is under $1,000, just barely though. It is $980. But again, that's for a designer bag. Finding anything under $1,000 is great, and I think that's because this is in that middle contemporary range of designers. And lastly for this video, I have for you one of the more expensive Birkin copies, and that is the Dior Ever. This is it in the medium size. I just recently purchased this from a Japanese reseller, which is why it still has its little tag on it, because I have not used it yet. I was really excited. I found this for a great price, as it can still resell for pretty expensive just because it is Dior and it is not as easy to find. The retail on this bag is $3,400, which is pretty expensive, but again, you can find them pre-loved, and so I was really excited to find this for what I did find it at. It does have 2 handles, again, top handle, but like the other 2 bags, and unlike the Birkin, it does have D-rings right there, so that you can attach a strap to it. So the interesting thing about this bag, and what makes it really Birkin reminiscent, is that this top flap folds back, much like how a lot of times when you see the Birkin, you actually see the top flap that comes over tucked into the bag, because that's how most people carry it. When you do that, unlike the Birkin, it does still have a nice little magnetic clasp, so the bag is staying shut a little more than it would otherwise with, you know, like the YSL or an actual Birkin. This one is a pebbled leather. It does have a silver hardware right there that you guys can see. It is a cool bag because it does have these magnets on the front, which are what these little round things are, that allow you to literally like clasp magnetically this on the back. I really love that. I think that makes the bag really unique. Plus, if you want to make the bag smaller, there are these little things attaching them. You have to really push them. Okay, well, I got one side. These little clasps that bring the bag in, so it's a little smaller and very Birkin-esque shape. I would say this medium is probably about the size of Birkin 25 or 30, more like a 30. And it does actually have an adjustable strap, which is really nice because, as you guys will have seen with the other 2, they definitely do not have an adjustable strap, which if you're not tall like me can really make the bag, if you're trying to carry it as a shoulder bag, hit you in the wrong spot. So that is a big plus. Interestingly enough, the strap, one side is a smooth leather and the other side matches the bag as a pebble leather. But that actually does kind of match the bag, because when you flip this back top, like clasp, top, I don't know, flap, I don't know what you want to call it, backwards, it is actually a smooth leather, as you guys can see right there. The one thing that I have noticed, and I have noticed this with all the bags that I was looking at, regardless basically of like if they were like in brand new condition, so this was listed in excellent condition, is it does, when you flip it backwards, because of the pull of the magnets, you can see the little emblem on the back. I don't know why that happens. I think maybe it's something to do with how soft and beautiful this leather is, but that does happen with this bag. Other than that, I think this clasp is just amazing. I love that it says Dior on it, even when you don't have the bag fully open. I'm really excited to use this more. I think it's a great black bag. And out of the three of these, I would say this is probably my favorite, but if you're looking for something at the lower price point, I think the MCM bag is great, especially if you like to buy new. And if you're looking for something that is going to be more reasonable in the pre-loved market, I would definitely say turn to the Sac Dior, because you can find this around $1,000, which is almost $2,000 off its retail. So there are lots of options for this, and I've been eyeing a more neutral pebble colored one. So if you like these types of videos, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. I upload about once a week on Monday or sometimes on Sunday, depending on my workload. If you want to see how I style my bags, please make sure to follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, which I've linked down below in the description box. And if you guys have any questions about any of the bags in my videos or any video ideas, please make sure to leave a comment down below. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Bye guys.